Thank you. Good morning. I love that. So today I want to tell you a love story. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, North Carolina, there was a little girl named Heather. That's me. I was raised in the United Methodist Church. My dad was a minister, and the church was a real big part of my life growing up. And when I was in high school, I was part of a group of people that put on 2 annual retreats for youth from our state. And that group of people really became my spiritual community and my church. So I went to college at a small United Methodist college, 1,000 students. And my freshman year, I came out of the closet. Thank you. Yay. Thank you. In my sophomore year, I met my soulmate, Laura, who is now my wife. Yay. So I was out on campus, but I wasn't really out in the world yet, and I definitely wasn't out in my church. But they found out, and and one of them was actually sent to tell me that I couldn't work with the youth anymore if I was going to live this lifestyle. So I was devastated by that because I felt like not only was I losing my friends and my church, I felt like I was losing my God. And so I would carry that belief with me for many, many years. And over the course of those years, I tried several different churches. But I became really bitter because I felt like all my friends had left me for Jesus. So it was really hard for me to find a church that worked for me. And in the process, we moved to Washington, and eventually I found CSL. So I knew the first time I walked in here, I knew this was what I had been looking for, and this was my new spiritual home. But because my wound was so deep and it was related to church, it was a revolving door for me, and it took a long time for me to for it to stick. So in 2006, Laura and I decided we were going to have a baby. So I figured if I was going to be a mama, I better get right with God. So I signed up for Beyond Limits. I took Beyond Limits and joined the church. And a couple more years went by, and I started spiritual counseling, and I started volunteering. And I still felt just this aching emptiness inside. So when I started seeing ads for the Power of Love retreat, it said, break free from your past. And I knew that I had to be at this retreat. So I signed up and I came, and the first night there, you bend rebar using nothing but your love with a complete stranger. You just stand there and love this person, and the rebar just melts between you. It's amazing. So that really set the tone for what the weekend was going to be like. And so the next day is when I really had my miracle. And I was finally able to lay down this burden that I had carried for over a decade. And I was able to forgive my friends for what had happened. And I got my God back. It was amazing. It was a miracle. So I went, the feelings that I had of just the emptiness and the pain and the anger and resentment and hurt were just gone. They were just gone. And I went looking for them, but I couldn't find them. So I'm so grateful for that retreat and for this church for making that available. So the moral of this story is that no matter what's in front of me, I can always know that love conquers all if I just let it. So if you would like more information, if you'd like to talk to me about my experience, or if you just want a hug, I will be out in the lobby after service. I would love to chat with you. Thank you.